join the band and you guys bathe together?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Washing each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the famous ACME Comedy Hollywood, it's Hollywood Stands Up, the comedy nightcap. Starring Matt Champagne, Sean Green, Nick Hoff, Matt Knutson, Jay Larson, Brady Matthews, Ryan O'Flanagan, Brad Stewart, Ian Tyndell. Music by L.M.N.O.P. and your host, Josh Paget. And now, please welcome to the stage, Josh Paget.
Woo! Yeah, thanks for coming out to the Comedy Nightcap. The last of the stand-up shows of the night, the last of the stand-up shows of the year. Once again, give it up for the house band L.M.N.O.P. Rocking it hard. In the previous show, you guys didn't hear them. They didn't write that theme. But later you'll hear them. You'll appreciate that your claps were not in vain. Thanks for coming out. Is anyone excited about the holidays? Is anyone listening to Christmas music yet? Is anyone hating people listening to Christmas music yet? Do you guys have people like that? Oh, how dare you listen to Christmas music? Not till December 10th. Not till the 15th. Till the 20th. It's like, man, just relax. How dare you have more joy over this holiday than I do? People, right? They're angry. That was my impression. That's my general opinion of the world. Is that people are angry, right? People trying to make a run on the banks, Bank of America. Oh, $5! How dare you charge me $5 every month for the convenience of accessing my money from millions of points of service all over the country? There's thousands of points of sale all over the world that I have money that you should be able to have a machine and I swipe a piece of plastic and I can access any amount of money I want. How dare you charge me? Lights came down because this place is owned by Bank of America. I'm going to take my money out of Bank of America and keep it in cash in a coffee can underneath my mattress. Well, guess what, guy? You still have to pay for the coffee can. Take that. Everything costs money, folks. That's the way the world works. That's the way the world works. Everything costs money except for free breadsticks at Olive Garden, right? Isn't that the best? Who here doesn't love Olive Garden? Because if you do not love Olive Garden, it's because you think it's an Italian restaurant. That's not what it is. What it is your opportunity to engage a waiter in a food duel. Because it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but you don't even have to give it up. You don't have to go up to the tray and be like, all right, this plate I'm going to get ribs and fish, and then this plate I'm going to get pudding and salad. You don't have to do that. They bring it to you. And you're just sitting there, bring me more breadsticks. Never mind the salad or soup, just the breadsticks. That's what I want. And they have to. And they don't care. In fact, they want you to eat more breadsticks. That's what they do. It's a battle between you and the waiter at Olive Garden, and every time I lose. Twice. I love Olive Garden because my dad hates it. He thinks that it's just a scam for them to sell you wine. And I think that seems perfectly reasonable because that's the business that they're in. It's like they get you with the free breadsticks. And then they try and sell you wine. See right through you, Olive Garden. The great thing about Olive Garden is they're always celebrating pasta, right? Like pasta's like, oh, I didn't know that ravioli's in season, but all their advertisements are always like, it's ravioli days at Olive Garden, $5.99 ravioli, blah blah blah. Like celebrating. Like I didn't know, and then sometimes they're making up stuff because they need commercials all year round. So they're like, it's pastichetti. It's a ravioli stuffed with lasagna, covered with rigatoni and marinara and more cheese. Comes with free breadsticks. Come on, it's a party. I love that fact. They're always making stuff up, but they're always bragging that it's authentic Italian food. All the commercials are always like, every year we send one chef to Italy to observe Italian cooking. Then he comes back to the United States and tells 2 chefs what he saw. And those 2 chefs tell 2 more chefs. And those 2 chefs tell 2 more chefs until at least 1 person at each of our restaurants has heard of Italian cooking. That's how Olive Garden works. Subway's the same way. Subway has a love affair with bread. They're always bragging that their sandwiches, it's a foot long. Like we're ordering sandwiches at Home Depot. And we don't measure food in a foot long of bread. Like that's an absurd amount of bread. Like if you went next door and ordered like a side salad, meatballs, and some bread, like can I get an entire loaf of bread, please? I mean, basically, they know what they're doing because they cut it in that little U cut, so it's a trough. It's a trough where you keep eating week-old meatballs until you just eat the trough. I think that Subway would be more popular if there were Subways in the Subway. Because you go down to Subway for like a foot-long turkey sub and then realize for $1 more you could go to Long Beach. Oh, yeah. How about that? Also, you would know where the Subway public transportation stops are because there's Subway restaurants there. Because no one knows where there's a Subway in Los Angeles. There is. It goes between North Hollywood and Highland. They said people are coming to our city. We need to move them around and show them the worst parts of the city. So we're going to build a Subway so they don't see anything good. Keep them underground. They can come up to the surface at Hollywood and Highland. Then we'll build a train that goes down Crenshaw. It's fantastic. Does it go to the airport? No. I have a lot of beef with the public transportation in Los Angeles, mainly because the bus stole my bicycle. I put my bike on the bus, and then it left without me. There goes options A and B. What do you do at that point? You have to call Metro customer service. I don't know if you've ever experienced something like this, but if you've experienced the DMV, you can imagine the hierarchy of customer service representatives that move below the DMV to public transportation customer service. I called them up and I said, hey, you stole my bicycle. Like, well, okay, that was the last bus. And that bus, it's going to go to the end of the line, and then you can pick up your bike at our customer service headquarters, conveniently located downtown, now that we have your one form of transportation. And I said, 3 to 5 days? I can't pick it up tomorrow? I said, no, you have to wait 3 to 5 days. I said, okay. But then after I hung up, I had this imaginary conversation with the Metro customer service. 3 to 5 days? 3 to 5? What's taking you so long to get my bicycle downtown? Transportation is the industry you're in. All you do around all day is drive large bore vehicles around the city all day. That's all you do. I've done the work for you. I put my bike on the bus. All you have to do is drive home. That's all you have to do. I really exhausted them. And me. That was a good one. More angry rants about society coming up later. But first, very first comedian of the night is a good friend of mine. He'll be a good friend of yours. His articles on Ranker.com have gotten over 2 million views, and you can see him in the Adam Sandler movie Jack and Jill, currently in theaters. But a better choice is to see him right here at Acme because that movie sucks. Please welcome Ian Tindell.
Yeah, that movie does fucking suck. Don't go and see it, guys. I don't care if I'm in it. All right, how you guys doing tonight? 4 people here and then everyone else over here. Yes, yeah, you're doing well. Good. Thank you for applauding me as I came on the stage. I appreciate that. You know nothing about me except I have a name and human form, and you're on board. So thank you so much. You're just applauding me for being fucking me, and this is the only time I get that. My friends don't do that. My parents don't do that. So I want you guys, as kind of my gift to you, applaud yourselves for being yourselves and being here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yeah. And you know what? So I include everyone. If you hate giving it up for yourselves, give it up for yourselves. Come on. No, all right? Okay. A lot of egos in this room. Got it. You almost did it. No one ever did. I had one person do it once. It was very surreal. All right. So let's see what to fucking talk about. I'm gonna start with something that just happened to me on my way here. Because it was the weirdest fucking thing that's ever happened to me in my time in Los Angeles. Bar none. I was standing at the bus stop, waiting for the bus to get here, and I was just by myself. It was dark already, and and this car pulls up, and this guy rolls down his window and motions to me. So I walk up, and the guy's like, "Are you working tonight?" I'm like, "No." And then he drove off. He fucking drove. I got solicited. It took me a second to realize I got solicited for sex tonight, guys. I don't know what about this. Yeah, all right, applaud that. Go ahead. I don't know what about this piece of shit brown shirt and this Pac-Man shirt says, like, I want old balls in my face tonight. Like, that is, I mean, this is a Pac-Man shirt, right? I mean, the open mouth and the nom nom nom. That's not like, that doesn't just mean something else, right? I mean, it just fucking blew my mind. And my first reaction to that was like, I wish I was younger. I don't know why. I'm not gay. It would have been nice if he was younger. Like, and then maybe, and if he had $100, then maybe we could have done something. If any of you guys are all young enough, $100, fucking my nom 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 shirt. Let's fucking make it happen. Anyway, it was weird, and it was such a strange reaction too. I had another strange reaction the other day. It's like you don't know. It's funny, you find out about yourself just in moments that you react. I don't know what that says about me. Like, I wish he was younger. I don't know what that says. And I also don't know what this means, but I'm revealing stuff, and maybe you guys can fucking figure it out. But I ran into Mark McGrath the other day. I was like, "You're fucking Sugar Ray." And that's what I said. And I was excited, and it was weird. And it was not 1998, so I should not have been excited to see fucking Mark McGrath Sugar Ray. But I don't know, there was a little boy inside of me that was, oh God, that sounded wrong. Yeah, let's move on, fuck it. Just got dumped, how about that? We can all talk about that. Everyone relates. Who's gotten dumped here at any time? No one? Fuck you guys. I just got dumped, and I'm gonna talk about that shit, all right? And you know where I have, and it's tough getting dumped, it always is. But this one was particularly rough because it was a long-term relationship, in love and everything. And do you know where it happened? Happened when we were both in the car in the drive-thru of a fucking Taco Bell. Like, yeah, fuck that. That's bullshit. Like that, okay, go ahead and ruin my life. That's fine, but don't fucking ruin Taco Bell for me. Like, come on, I can't eat a chalupa without, like, getting choked up now. Cheesy Fiesta potatoes remind me of not getting touched by women. Like these are not images that should come. Taco Bell's fucking sacred, and she took it from me. It's horrible. So I started writing a bunch of jokes. I'm not gonna do a bunch. You guys want to hear the saddest joke I wrote about this shit? Yeah, come on. Why not? It's sad, but it's fucking hilarious. Unless you guys don't laugh, then it's just shit I'm working on. So here it is. Here's the saddest joke I wrote about getting broken up with. Hey guys, what's the deal with waking up in the middle of the night and from a nightmare and turning over to see the woman you love lying peacefully next to you, and having that bring peace in your heart, and then it helps you go back to sleep, and then it changes the content of your dreams because she got to you on a subconscious level. What's the deal with that, huh? Am I right? Who's with me? Yeah. No? Okay. Just shit I'm working on. Whatever. That's a new joke. Let's see. I'm going to finish off with this. I always leave with a question after I get dumped of women, and I'm going to pose this to you over here, the three of you. Why do you always want to be friends after a breakup? I don't get this. And every guy friend I mentioned to, you're like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, they always want to be friends. Why is that? Because, like, I don't get this whole, we can't be naked in the shower together anymore, but let's just go to Yogurtland once a month and we'll just talk about shit. We'll just talk. We'll get to know each other on a friend level. Why? Why? What is it? If you want me to feel better about this situation, and if you want to feel better, offer me something that'll actually make me feel better. All right? Something cool. Like a fucking treasure map. Some of you reacted weird to that because that's a weird thing for me to fucking say. But come on this journey with me and I'll explain to you why that's fucking awesome. I would have loved for her to come into my house, just burst in and say, hey, you know how my father just disappeared a couple of days ago? Well, I was in his attic rummaging around through his stuff when I came across a strange-looking scroll. Now, upon unwrapping the scroll, I did discover upon it a map to where you say to Lincoln's Gold. Now, you know how my father was always ranting and raving about this, but we always turned our heads the other way because we thought it was a myth? Well, just as I discovered this most ancient of secrets, a group of strange men dressed all in white burst into the house shouting and yelling about the location of the map. Now, just as they came through the attic door, I leapt through the window onto the roof of my neighbor's house, rolled down to the streets below, bullets whizzing overhead, dogs barking, and men chasing me, and I came straight here. Now, we can't fuck anymore because I have some emotional issues, and you're a little needy. Well, would you like to have this? Yes, I would fucking love to have that. And when I get back, we'll talk about shit and we'll have fun. That's my time, guys. My name's Ian TINDELL. Have a good night.
Yeah, Ian TINDELL. He's adorable, isn't he? He is absolutely adorable. How could any woman not want to be friends with him, right? Man. Dating, I tell you, I don't know if any of you here are online dating, but are any of you not admitting that you're online dating because you are, and I've messaged you, and now it's awkward because you didn't respond? Is that the situation? Because chances are, if you are, statistically, the probability is high that if you're on an online dating site, so am I, I've messaged you and you've ignored me. It's become a problem, so I've put this a paragraph at the top of my profile that says, hey, like if I message you and you think I'm creepy, do me a favor, do me a solid, and just write me back and tell me what's creepy about my profile. Because I'm going to message other girls, and they're going to find me creepy, but you can have an altruistic effort on your behalf and just tell me, you don't have to go out with me, just write me back and say, hey, this is what's creepy about your profile. You only have pictures of you. You need more pictures with friends, or don't list Chris Matthews Harbaugh. It's your favorite TV show, or whatever it is that's creepy about my profile. Just message me back and tell me. So then the next woman I messaged back, she wrote me back, and she said, hey, you want to know what's creepy about your profile? Is this whole acknowledgement from the author section at the top of your profile asking what's creepy about your profile. That's what's creepy about your profile. And then I messaged back to her, but it got to you to respond, did it not? Huh? And then she responded to me, block this user. That's how that story ends. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performer locked himself in the bathroom backstage, and it took the other 6 later in the lineup to help him get out. So give him a big round of applause, not just for being a comic, but for being able to get out of the bathroom. He's also performing, headlining at Flappers in Claremont, December 2nd and 3rd. Please welcome him here to Acme, Matt Champagne.
Okay, so you're stuck in the bathroom, right? And you start thinking, this could be so much worse, right? The bathroom could be on fire, right? That's bad. I could be here by myself late at night, you know, and no one else is around. I got locked in the bath. I locked myself. I guess I'll blame it on the door, but I mean, you know, I don't want to make it sound like I did it on purpose, but that's a weird feeling. No windows. What's going on? Thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's talk about things. You guys play video games. There's a moment in when you're playing a video game. I think everyone has this moment where you're playing the video game, and then at some point you say this out loud. You go, I have got to stop playing this game. I've got to put it down. I've got to walk away. And for me, that moment came while I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4. And that moment was when I found myself in the video game stuck in traffic. Stuck in traffic. In a video game. That's the opposite of what video games are for. You don't play a video game so that you can experience the sensation of getting stuck in traffic. And it took me 4 times of getting stuck in traffic before I got to that point. Okay, I've got to put this down. Stuck in traffic at the same point on the bridge, paying a toll. I paid a toll. Any video game that offers that Any video game that makes that even possible should be called Your Shitty Life. That's the name. That's what the name of that video game should be. There's a mission in Grand Theft Auto 4 where you were supposed to go on a date with a dude. Okay, your character is male. You're supposed to go on a date with a guy, and it's a date. It's not a meeting. It's not a business transaction. It is a date. You're supposed to meet him at a diner at 2 in the afternoon, as you do, right? You sit down with him, have some chit chat. Then you're supposed to take out your gun and shoot him. Shoot him dead. And that's the mission. That's Grand Theft Auto 4. That's the mission. And that's not what made me know I had to stop playing that video game. It was getting caught in traffic. That's what made me know I had to stop playing that game. Tricking a gay dude into a date and then shooting him? That's a little fucked up and weird. But okay. Wait a minute. Getting caught in traffic? No. I draw the line. I draw the line at getting caught in traffic. There's the back of my head. Do I sometimes go to the family arcade on Vermont across the street from LA City College at 2 in the afternoon to play Ms. Pac-Man by myself, even though I know I'm going to turn 42 in February? Maybe I do. Maybe I do that. How often do I do that? I don't want to tell you. But I will tell you this. One of the last times I did it, there was a group of teenagers there, and I overheard one of them say this: "Here he comes." And let's just give you an idea, a little taste of how often I might do that. And I say might because maybe I do. Thanksgiving. Did you guys have fun? Did you guys eat like jerks for 4 days? I ate like a jerk for 4 days. A lot of people think the Twilight Zone marathon is not appropriate to Thanksgiving. A lot of people like, why are they showing Twilight Zone episodes? I think Twilight Zone marathon is perfect for Thanksgiving because the moral of every episode of the Twilight Zone is basically this: don't be such a piece of shit. And I think that's perfect for Thanksgiving. It's perfect. If you've never seen the Twilight Zone, I'll sum up every episode for you. There's a piece of shit. And he learns something about himself. He learns that, well, you're gonna be a piece of shit. You're gonna get fucked, and then he gets fucked, and that's the end of the episode. That's it. That's the end. It was great television, man. Even as a kid, when I was way too young, I was like, wow, that's the bleakest, saddest thing ever. That's great. That's great. That's the end. He's just in hell. A lot of people go to hell at the end of Twilight Zones. I'd like to do some impressions for you. Here's my impression of a forgetful guy breaking up with you. It's not you. It's... No, wait a second. It is you. I'm sorry. It is actually you. Here's my impression of a geriatric gangsta. Assisted living till I die, yo. Here's my impression of a stand-up comedian stranded by himself on a desert island. Is it just me, or? Okay. Let me leave you with this last thought, if I can. What was I gonna? Oh yeah. If you're ever hazy on when to use thee and when to use thou, just remember these two things, okay? Thou is second person singular, and I never go on dates. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I remain Matt Champagne. Have a good night. Thank you.
How about that, Matt Champagne, huh? Huh? You said, hey, I'm really in the mood for a comic is really dry, with an earthy undertone, right? That was Matt Champagne. That's what we got for you. Folks, our next comedian was one of the founding members of the Comedy Garage, and he's the host of the Green Room podcast. Please welcome Sean Green.
Yo, man, digging the band. You guys do any like jam band covers? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess when I ask that, it's like getting them to do that instead of just asking a question. I guess bands, hey, do you guys do that song? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, maybe we'll listen to that some other time. I was down at a jam band concert that went horribly wrong. Occupy LA. Anyone been down there? It did. It felt like a jam band concert just with a lot more tension.
More riot gear, less burritos, less people hawking merchandise, that kind of stuff. You know, but typical Fish crowd, typical Grateful Dead crowd. A lot of camping, hanging out. No nitrous tanks. I was kind of bummed about that. Any nitrous fans in the crowd? No, just me. There you go. It's a Whippet connoisseur over there. So, guys, I took the bus here because I'm a huge fan of the environment and a huge fan of driving drunk. So that's what led to me taking the bus here to the show. I got a DUI, but it wasn't my fault. And I know you're thinking, oh, Sean, you drove drunk. It was your fault. Not really. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was giving my buddy a ride. We were at a bar. It was actually my birthday. It's my birthday, which apparently isn't a reason to get off in and of itself. So I was giving my buddy a ride from the bar to the parking garage where he had parked his car. Drove him there, dropped him off. I'm sitting there, I'm parked. He gets out. He gets out to the parking garage. The garage door's locked. He decides to attack the parking garage by like jump kicking it, fighting it. Somehow the parking garage manages to hold its ground. A woman comes out, starts screaming. Then the cops decide to roll up because they see my asshole buddy punching and fighting the cop or the parking garage. They ask me if I've been drinking. I said I don't know. In hindsight, I should have just said no. Also, like, it was weird, one of those things, because like I've driven drunk plenty of times before and got away with it, didn't get a DUI. But like in the back of my head, I was always thinking like, okay, if you do get a DUI, you got to think of like a snappy line when they try to, you know, test you. So I was like, okay, when they say blood, breath, or urine, I'll say, no thanks, I'm full, like in that movie Mighty Ducks. That'll be pretty snappy. But instead, when he asked me to do that, I just go, please don't ruin my life. And not quite as punchy as Gordon Bombay. That's the thing. That's the movies don't tell you. DUI much worse than just coaching a peewee hockey team, guys. You have to do a whole lot of other bullshit, all right? Where was Gordon Bombay's alcohol rehab classes, all right? I didn't see those. You just had to yell like Goldberg to throw the old knuckle puck, all right? I could do that. Can't sit through these goddamn classes where they teach you how to drive again. I know how to drive. I was driving fine and I had 6 cocktails in me. You need to tell me how to pick better friends who don't attack parking garages. And it was my birthday, so it was funny like how quickly I went from like tough guy trying to play cool, like I know what I'm talking about, to just like a crying, hysterical chick on her birthday. Like, you can't do this to me. It's my special day. Leave me alone. They didn't leave me alone. Took me to jail. Went to jail, and jail, man, very boring. That's the underrated. You thought like, oh man, jail adventure. There's gonna be shenanigans. You're gonna be fighting to protect your asshole the entire time. No, it's just really boring. Then, you know, I don't know what to do, so I start working out, and then I do some push-ups. My upper body hurts and starts making me cry. Jail's a bummer, guys. You know, I'm blowing some minds here. I don't know, guys, feeling a little depressed. Still haven't gotten over this whole Steve Jobs thing. No, all joking aside, I don't understand, like, when Steve Jobs died, the personal attachment to it. Like, yeah, I like the bands on my iPod. I don't like the guy who made the iPod. Like, okay, yeah, you're a guy who sold tons of shit and, yeah, helped contribute to this insane capitalism that's fueling this weird world we're living in. Yeah, congratulations. I don't understand the personal attachment. I never met Steve Jobs. Maybe he's an alright guy. I have no idea who Steve Jobs is, the real Steve Jobs. People are like, oh, Steve Jobs, that man was a hero. Can you imagine a world without Steve Jobs? You mean a world with like conversation and eye contact? Yeah, I can imagine that. Imagine a world where you're not tethered to your phone 24/7. Yeah, that feels great to me. I don't know why I got sucked into the Steve Jobs world. And I'm a man that, you know, like you said with the DUI, I have some vices, all right? And it's hard to control vices when you have a phone because the phone is connected to the internet, which is connected to every vice I've been trying to control my entire life. Oh, hey, you want to look at online pornography? You can at any moment. Hey, you want to gamble online? You can now at any moment. I've gone on Facebook just to poke my coke dealer, all right? Just because I can, and it's there, just to see what goes on. See if he's up. Of course he's up. What does he want to talk about? Maybe get a Facebook chat going. Maybe I'll retweet some of his tweets. I follow my Facebook
well, I was going to say my Facebook dealer, but that's Steve Jobs, let's be honest. You want to talk about crazy social media world? I was following a person that tweeted fantasy football is a monumental waste of time, which is hilarious because it's on Twitter and they're shitting on something else that's a waste of time. But to add irony to it, it was my Coke dealer. He's complaining about fantasy football being a waste of time, a man who sells cocaine. What is he worried about competition in the marketplace? Like, I don't want people late night Saturday nights. You should not be thinking about waiver wires. You should be thinking about rubbing your gums and maybe making a run over at Saddle Ranch, all right? That's what you should be doing on Saturday nights. Throw him a follow Friday, see how things go. Maybe get a price break. Few key bumps, guys. Anyone in the know? Anyone? Sorry, didn't realize this was a square crowd. No, guys, drugs aren't cool. I think we all learned that. Dare. I don't know. Dare was obviously, talking about Dare with your lady. What were you? Oh, okay. It's a foreign translation thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, they don't talk about drugs. Mafia just takes care of that. They don't have freedom of information. They don't got Dare. They got other things to worry about. Disarm. Taking out Rocky, that whole shit. I went to Dare. Dare was I wasn't a fan of Dare because, like, well, first off, I do drugs or I have done drugs, but I also in 7th grade won the Dare poetry contest. All right, so that proves that Dare is a colossal failure. I got 2nd place in the Dare poetry contest. If that doesn't speak volumes for what a failure Dare is, or what a failure I am, is my poet career never took off. Poet laureate written all over my face. I don't know what that means exactly, guys. I'll be honest. So you live in Los Angeles, right? And when you're doing the comedy thing, you got to have a lot of shitty jobs. One job I had before I got the DUI was I was delivering groceries. Delivering groceries, and being out in Los Angeles, delivering groceries in Hollywood, you see the full spectrum of humanity. Like in a single 8-hour shift, I'll deliver groceries to Craig Ferguson and a guy who has a lot of hay in his apartment. Guy with the hay tips better, I gotta be honest. Craig Ferguson, not a tightwad, but hey guy, he knows he has secrets, all right? This is hush money he's giving me. All right, keep it going, guys. Have a great night.
What do your Coke dealers tweet? Anybody? Nobody? My Coke dealer tweets Bible verses. It's like Psalm 41, the woman's place is in the home. It's weird. It's a weird Bible verse to pick out, especially for a Coke dealer. Ask him about it. It's not my problem. It's his. I'm a horrible customer because I never do Coke. I don't know why he keeps harassing me. One day he's going to make the sale. It's like me with online dating, right? One day she's out there. The site says we're 85% match. It's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic was the person who managed to get Matt Champagne out of the bathroom. He's also appeared at the Boston Comedy Festival, and he's opened for Jay Larson. Please welcome Nick Hoff.
Hello, how are we? Good? Good, pretty pumped to be here. I don't know if you guys know this. Comics, we don't always do great shows with an actual crowd like this. I did a show not that long ago in Santa Monica where there was a homeless guy sitting in the audience with everybody. And you know what? I thought it was cool. I was like, come on in, dude. Enjoy the show. But the comic on stage was just doing horribly. Awful, awful stuff. Not funny at all. Halfway into a set, the homeless guy just kind of stands up, looks around at everybody in there and goes, I have no place to go, but I'm leaving. Like, are you serious? And the comic kept going. Are you kidding me? I think a homeless guy walks out, that might be a wrap on your day. I don't know, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm wearing my good underwear. I feel good about that. And I don't have that many pairs of good underwear because they're getting less and less because I don't buy my own underwear. I depend on the parents to get me the 3-pack every Christmas. And they've been failing me the last couple of Christmases. I'm like, this is a great sweatshirt, but I need underwear, Mom and Dad. I don't buy it because I think that's a very awkward thing for a guy to buy because they always put a picture of another dude wearing your underwear. It's like, I know what this is. I don't need your package on the package. Why do you shave your chest like that? Why Why is this weird? I don't know. I wear boxers. I switched over to boxers in the 6th grade. Anybody still holding on to the whitey tighties? No, nobody, just my dad? That's it? He's still rocking them. I come home and he's just in the kitchen making his coffee. Good morning, son. How about some pants, Dad? That's good for you. I don't know. I stopped wearing the whitey tighties in 6th grade for one main reason. They're white. Right? That's not a huge problem, but that is everybody in here has looked at a pair of white underwear and gone, well, that's the end of those. No amount of bleach can bring these back from they're just gone. They're in the trash. That's where those are going, right? Good. Feel like that should happen after a couple of these. I don't know. I'm from Nebraska. From Nebraska. Anybody from the Midwest? One person. Where are you from?
I moved here from North Dakota.
North Dakota. Yeah, that's the middle north. That's all right. I'm from the Midwest. I played football growing up, and I don't know if you guys played like little Pop Warner, Pee Wee football. You know what we called it in Hastings, Nebraska? Midget football. I swear, and that's not like a nickname. That's what it says at the top of the form, just midget football. And I used to love to mess with people when they'd come to visit. They're like, hey, what are we going to do today? I'm like, I don't know. You want to go check out the midget football game? And just watch their face kind of go, what? You guys have a midget football game? I was like, yeah, we got a whole league of them. They're like, are you serious? Do you give them pads? Yeah, they get pads. They have to sell 50 packs of M&Ms, but if they do that, then they hook them up. I don't know. We have a town of 24,000 people. We have one midget that lives there, and I don't think he cares that we call it midget football, because he knows if he ever sells those M&Ms, it's go time. He's gonna whoop some ass. But let's be honest, who's buying M&Ms from a midget? Nobody. Just ding dong. Hey, oh my God, what are you doing here? You're not at the end of a rainbow. I'm not buying shit from you. There's no way. Got him confused with leprechauns just then. That's okay. I don't know. I have to fly a lot for this job. I don't like flying. Anybody not a fan of flying? Whoa, no, yeah, one person. I don't like doing it. I'm terrified that it's going to go down, so I decided I'm going to start bringing a parachute as my carry-on. And I swear to God, I would do it too, but I don't want to be the guy that's like putting it in the overhead like, you guys are all dead, not me. Just, I am not a hero. I will abandon ship. Instantly just, see you in hell, as I jump out. And I don't want to be the guy that jumps out too soon and then the plane recovers and lands safely and I'm just stuck in Idaho like, damn it, come back. Said I'd tell your story. I'm married. Anybody in here married? One person? Yeah. Band? You're married? Good for you. Yeah, you got the ring. You got the band there. That's good. That's good. I had a friend who just, I thought he was going to get married. He broke up with his girlfriend. They'd been together for 9 years. Yeah. I had only known them together, and now they're apart, and it's weird. And I guess she was devastated at the end of it. She was crying, begging for him back. She was saying things like, but I gave you the best years of my life. If I were him in that situation, I'd be like, oh, good, so you agree with my decision. Then I saw you through the good times while I ride this ship into the ground. Everybody knows you eat the watermelon, chuck the rind, right? Most ladies do not like that joke. Most ladies are like, that was BS. I've been stung before. I don't know, I got married. I married into debt. That's good. Are you guys going to get married? You nod? You nod? He's very sure of that. Are you guys engaged? Not yet, but you're still like, yeah, it's going to happen. She's with me. Did you give her HPV? Is that why you're so sure? You're like, she's got to take me now. We're in the commercials together. I don't know. I married into debt, $50,000. That's what she owes. It's all in student loans, too. She went to college, $50,000. And every time I think about that number, $50,000, and I just look at her head, and I think, really? Because sometimes you still misspell your. What? 50,000, like, were you skipping days? What am I paying for here? I don't know. I had money and then I had to buy her a diamond. That's a dirty game, dude. When you go to get that diamond, do your research. Because we don't know, as guys, we don't know what the hell's going on with these diamonds. We're just looking at it, and the first thing the guy said to me, he's like, sir, first of all, let me assure you, none of these here are blood diamonds. Right. The first thing I could think was, would that make them cheaper if they were? Like, I don't really care how they got here. I already sold out for my sweatshop Pumas, way less of a discount. Like, I can wash the blood off a diamond, that's no problem. And then I couldn't tell the difference between any of them. Once you get the diamond, this is the most pathetic moment in a guy's life that you'll ever have. It's been romanticized in TV and the movies, but it's a pathetic moment for the guy. Like, this is the woman you love, and yet you're cowering down on one knee, just presenting it like a peasant at the high court. Like, here's a few $1,000s. Is that enough to love me? She gets to stand above you judging it. Did you talk to my dad? I don't know. But we've been married for 3 years now, and she says we're best friends. Yeah, right? Oh, that's sweet. She calls me her best friend, and that's fine, but my best friend is Neil. Like, it's weird, but you hear that all the time. Couples like, this is my best friend. I've married my best. Like, I don't think we're friends, really. Like, shouldn't my best friend agree with me once in a while? That's something? Like, best friends, really? Were we best friends when you said I couldn't have a stripper at my bachelor party? Were we? Because all my friends wanted one, but not my best friend. Thanks for hooking that up. Thank you guys so much. That is my time. Keep it real!
Nick Hoff, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Hoff. Oh, marriage. Couldn't be so sweeter, right? Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian has a half-hour Comedy Central special, so go watch that on Hulu Plus, web only. He's also appeared on The Late Late Show and has a new CD, Self-Diagnosed. Please welcome him here to Acme, Jay Larson.
Boom. What's up? Nice. What's up? I was in a band once. We were called the Marching Band. Ho, 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 ho! Get it? Guys, I like to think I'm a positive person. I like to think I'm a positive guy. I want to tell you some things I like. Then I'll tell you some things I don't like. Things I like. I like to leave the price tag on a gift when I give it to somebody. Ooh, how about that? They open it up, and they're like, oh, my God, Jay spent $100 on me for St. Patty's Day? And then I'm like, oh, give me that. I didn't mean to leave that on. And they're like, ooh. I like to park my car on grass. I think it's a good feeling. Usually it's like at a state fair or at someone's house for barbecue and the driveway's full. They're like, just pull it on the grass. You're like, I'm not even supposed to be on the grass. You get out, you're like, kick off your shoes. We're on the grass. You don't even lock that. Why would you lock it? Who's going to steal your car on grass? Nobody. They feel safe. I like funerals. I think they're fun. I see one going by, I stop. I'm like, look at that. Somebody died. That'll be me someday. And you. And you. Embrace it. You know what I mean? I was at my great Aunt Ruth's funeral. She was 100. And everyone was like crying and getting upset. I'm like, guys, she was 100. What's the deal? You know what I mean? She was around my entire life, so I'm sitting there at the casket just thinking she's going to be like, how are you, dear? Just reach over, you know, I'm looking at the body. So weird, it's like, oh, is she here? Is she not? I saw an episode of Restaurant Impossible. Anybody watch that show? Anyway, there was an old black woman on it that looked exactly like my Aunt Rue, except my Aunt Rue wasn't black, but that's a comforting thing, you know what I mean? That's another thing I like. I like when I see black guys wearing white athlete shirt. You know what I mean? Like if you see a black guy wearing a Larry Bird jersey, you're like, all right, man, nice. UNITY. That's a unity. Things I don't like. I don't like when people order things or speak in an accent when they don't have it. Check it out. At a restaurant. Hey, what's up, man? Can we get a Sam Adams, a Pinot Grigio, and a Tecate? No, it's a Tecate. You know what I mean? Can we get a, let me get a Heineken and a Pinot Grigio. No, we're not going to. I don't like when people have a pen behind their ear. I don't like it. Unless you're a carpenter or you work at a sub shop, I don't want to see a pen behind your ear. What is that? What are you trying to say to people? What, you'll write real quick? Is that your thing? Oh, look at that. I just wrote. Oh, did you need a pen? Oh, I already did it. Do you need a pen? Oh, look at it. It's done. I don't like when I see guys wearing a button-down shirt tucked into jeans. 1. 2, no belt. Really? Come on. If you're going to tuck into the jeans, guy, throw a belt on. That's all that is. You know what I mean? Here's a question for you guys. Number 1 objective when feeding a duck. Does anyone know what the number 1 objective is when feeding a duck? Awesome, guys. Awesome. Thanks for playing along. You guys know? Number 1 objective when feeding a duck? Have you ever fed a duck?
Get the eat out of your hand.
Nope. 3rd objective. Have you ever fed a duck? Never fed a duck. Do you enjoy life? You like being alive? Go feed a duck, bro. Get a piece of bread, feed a duck. You know how good you feel? Unbelievable. Hey, little guy, just Fed you. Nice. It's good to be here, guys. You don't get it? Don't even talk about it. I saw you talk to him about it. I don't know what he means. The number one objective is to not get bit. Wrong. I lied to you, and you accepted it because you believed it. It's not. It's to get bit. You were going to say it's to get bit. You've been bit by, oh, your hand was in a little duck's mouth. That's not a cute little experience. Oh, look at that. Hey, little duck, look, my hand was in your mouth. That's an amazing feeling. Oh, little duck, oh, look at us. Ever had a cat lick your finger? Yeah, it's amazing, right? Ooh, look at that rough tongue. Ooh, sandpaper tongue. Nice. Duck, though? Ooh, clamshell. It's like a clamshell grabbing and then escaping. You're like, ooh, because you're scared at first because you're in a duck's mouth, but then you're like, oh, it didn't even hurt. Okay, I feel amazing. One time in New York City, I was walking down the street, and there was an old blind guy, and he was like maybe 20 feet from me, and I'm walking, and he's got the cane out, and he just stops, and he goes, is anybody there? Is anybody there? And I stopped like this. I know he can't see me, you know what I mean? But I froze anyway. I don't know why. I just froze. Because, like, clearly I was there, you know what I mean? I was definitely there. But I'm like, what is my next move? What do I do? Because I'm like, you know this is going to be a thing, you know what I mean? It's not going to just be like, hey, what time is it? It's going to be an issue. So I was like, do I run? Do I want to be that guy? Just take off? You know, that's not cool. And I'm like, what if I did this? What if I just tiptoed up to him and I went, I'm everywhere, and then left? That would throw him he'd be like, all right, with the cane, you know? And I was just frozen. I was just like, finally, I'm like, you know what? Be a good Samaritan, you know? And I was like, yeah, I'm here, man. And he goes, will you walk me home? And I was like, oh, man. Where do you live? And he's like, 82nd and 3rd. And we were like at 79th and Lex or something like that. It was like 6 blocks. I don't remember what it was. I'm like, yeah, I'll walk you home. So I get the guy, and, you know, I'm thinking we're going to have a nice little walk. You know what I mean? He's going to be like, it's going to be like a scent of a woman experience. He's going to be like, tell me what you see. You know, and I'd be like, oh, I see a woman. He's like, is she beautiful? You know, that's what I thought it was going to be. And it wasn't. He was just like pushing me, like shoving me a little bit, telling me where to go. And we got to his house, and I was a little annoyed because now I was going to be late where I'm going. And he took out his wallet. He's like, let me give you a couple bucks. I'm like, nah, man, it's totally cool. Don't even worry about it. And he's like, nah. Let me give you a couple bucks. And I was like, all right. And he pulls out his wallet, and he starts like fishing. He had 3 bills, 2 singles up front, and then 100 in the back. And I don't know if they have them like perforated or whatever so they know what's what, but he took out the 2 singles to give me, you know. And I go, excuse me, sir, you gave me a $100 bill. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, put it back in. I was like, scoop! I was late, I need to get places, you guys. Thanks so much for listening, you guys have been awesome. To the band!
Yeah, how about that? Jay Larson, you guys saw him here live on this very stage. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian is appearing in the upcoming Sean Penn, Ryan Gosling movie. No, you guys haven't heard of it either. It's Gangsta Land. Is that correct? He's not responding. He's not going to dignify this horrible intro. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a very favorite comic of mine. Please welcome to the stage, Matt Knutson.
And when I do this, it means keep on playing. It's a little sign that we industry insiders do because we're close. This is actually my regular house band, these guys. So how about a hand for them there? Kicking ass. And I'll take the names. Hey, listen, by applause, does anyone here tonight have internet access at their home? Yeah. Thinking about getting it. Not that I don't like the library, but, you know. I'd actually like to does anyone have Facebook? Anyone have the Facebook? Anyone care to share a recent post that they made? Just a sentence, a word, a thought, a tweet. I guess what my question is, would everyone like to sit in stone silence? Okay. What's up, man? Do you have a tweet or a thought you'd like to share? Playing Acme tonight. That's so funny because we actually wrote a song together. You guys remember? We were at rehearsal last week called Playing Acme Tonight. I think it was in D minor. Had a little... Playing Acme tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Making eye contact with dude in the hats. Playing Acme tonight. Kinda giving this couple the fright, but I don't care. 'Cause I'm here to rock the stage. Playing Acme tonight. This motherfucking show is tight. You know what I mean. I used to watch Mr. Green Jeans on Captain Kangaroo. That's what I'm here to do. I could be the next Bob Keeshan. Give me a chance and I will prove it to you as I rock Acme tonight. Left and right, this motherfucking show is tight. Loosen up and don't be uptight. See, they know that's a sign. Keep playing. Awesome. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Really good stuff. I only want a rim shot when I fail. It's only funny when you get a rim shot when you tell a joke that eats shit. It's true. It's true. So, tried to shut off my mic. No, not tonight. That was a big show. Does anyone have a bumper sticker on their car at all? No? Anyone seen a fun bumper sticker recently? No? And again, I have to ask, would you like to collectively sit in stone silence? Because it's working for me. Okay. I actually made my own bumper stickers because I see so many bumper stickers and they're all so righteous. Right? I made my own. My bumper sticker says, "Your bumper sticker really made me question everything." Yes. And I'm actually going to bring it stage right. Give it to you, the woman who does not have a bumper sticker. Yes. Talk about blowing people's minds. All right, I'm going to take it to the center camera here and address the people who are watching from Canton. I love you. I appreciate the support. If I make it out there on tour, I'm going to comp you. I did take driving, the thing online, the driver's school, because I got a ticket. And they make it very easy. It could not be any easier because you're sitting there in driving school, and once you get to the quiz part of driving school, if there's anything on it that you don't know, you can just back arrow to the text and get the answer that you need. So, but you don't even need to do that. I didn't write these. I just copied them because they all made me laugh. These are actual questions in the online driving school. Are you ready? Feels like we could have a drum roll for this, huh? Something nice and loose. All right, these are true or false questions from online driving school. I did not make any of these up. True or false? A vehicle in the hands of an unskilled driver is as dangerous as a loaded gun. That was true. That's true. True or false? When approaching an intersection, you must obey the traffic signal or stop sign. Also true. And third and lastly, my personal favorite. True or false, emergency vehicles with brightly lit flashing lights require that you pull over as soon as safely possible to do so, in accordance with California Civic Code, Section 25A. Also true. You guys have been true. Thank you very much. I'm Mackie Newton. God bless. Good night.
Mackie Newton, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Give him a big woo. In case you thought that that song was improvised, that's actually what he does in the movie with Sean Penn and Ryan Gosling. That's who's playing the parts of Nick and Joel. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian, also in a big movie, J. Edgar with Leonardo DiCaprio and HBO's hit show Femme Fatale. Please welcome Brady Matthews.
Oh yeah. Fuck. Dude, I'm so bad with intros. My bad. Shit. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. Hit that beat one more time. Yeah. Fuck. How'd that feel? Did that feel all right? The intro feel good? Yes. Okay. Fuck yeah. Persians. He's checking his Facebook. That's dope. Yeah, that was dope intro. Cool. It's cool, man. Check that shit out. Make it an ad on Facebook. That's so weird about Facebook, isn't it? Like you get an ad from a person, you're like, oh, who's this person? Oh my god. And then you like start looking through her pictures, you're like, hey, hold up. Chill out real quick. Come on, man. I'm not joking, bro. And then you see them on Facebook, and you're like, oh, she's not that hot. Who's that bitch? Like you want to see like if she got tagged. You ever see that? You ever see that stuff? That's not my opener at all. Just improvising. I'm glad you guys got stuck up here. That's cool. Good to see you. Get up for these guys. Guys, put your hands together for these guys. Sitting up here. I was like, give it for the band too. How much time I got left? Perfect. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Did you guys have a dope Thanksgiving? Yeah? Great. Who cares, right? Who cares? Do you even care? Do you know? Who cares? Just a bunch of people get mad at each other because they didn't pass the gravy fast enough. You know what I mean? You guys ever? I ate too much Thanksgiving dinner. Do you guys ever contemplate your life by how bad you fart? You guys ever do that? I did that at Thanksgiving. Like I was about to get some more like mashed potatoes, and then I farted, and I was like, I don't think I need any more mashed potatoes. You know what I mean? Because like I got disappointed in myself that I smelled that bad. You ever farted that bad, and you're like, I gotta make some changes in my life. You know what I mean? It was bad too. You ever walk through a fart like you don't want to smell it, but you smell it? You ever do that? I walked through a fart. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? Is someone laying some tar down? What the fuck is going on around here? You know what I mean? And then here's the thing is like you smell a bad fart, and you ever have the guy that you hang out with? You ever hang out with that one guy who knows his farts? Like he's like, dude, no, dude, I know my farts, and that's not my fart. Like that guy, like, how do you know your fart? You know what I mean? How do you know your fart? Like, do you ever walk through a fart? Like you walk through a fart, and you're like, wait, hold up, whose fart is that? That's my fart, dude. Someone's farting my fart. And she's like, babe, let's go. You're being stupid. Come on, let's go. You're like, no, babe, we're not going anywhere. That is my fart. I'm not going anywhere. It's my fart. Well, fuck, that's my fart. I know my farts, and that's not my fart. All right, fair enough. Good. DJ hit it. No, just joking. All right, fair enough. This is good. I feel like I'm doing like, we're like auditioning for like a play right now. This is how bad this is. To see to that. All right, it's online. Fair enough. I can see my face right here. I'm bombing right in front right here. It's great. I was driving over here, and does this ever happen to you guys? Do you guys ever have your check engine light go on? and then like 6 months later it goes off. And then you're like, well, I guess I fixed that problem, right? Like I see it. I see it. Good. Thank you so much. My mom's funny too. Sometimes my mom, seriously, she'll send me like motivational text messages before I have shows. She sent me a text message tonight that said, "Have a good show tonight, hun. Lick ass." Right? And you're like, I'm like, what? What is that? Like I text her back, I'm like, don't you mean kick ass? Right? And she goes, well, same thing. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not the same thing, right? Like, you guys ever done this? You guys ever call someone and tell them that you love them by accident? You ever done that? Like, I was talking to AT&T the other day, and they go like this. They go, all right, Mr. Matthews, have we answered all your questions? I'm like, yeah, you guys have been fantastic. I really appreciate all your help. They go, all right, have a great day. I go, you too. I love you. But the thing was is, he didn't respond right away, right? He just goes like this. He just said he loves me. What do I say? And I heard the other guy go, say you love him back. He goes, I love you too. I go, okay, yeah, sounds good. Now hung up. I don't know. Like, what do you say? I don't know. So we're dating now. No, like, here's the thing. Here's something fun to do with your buddies, right? Right when you're about to hang up, just do this. Right when you're about to hang up, just go like this. Just go, all right, bro, I'll talk to you later. I love you, and then just wait. So he goes, what's up, bro? And then hang up. So when he calls you back, he's like, dude, did you say you love me? You're like, no, fag, and then hang up again, which is always fun, whatever. It's a good joke. I don't know. I'm single now, which is a big surprise, right? Big surprise. I'm single, and you know what's funny about being single is like, I started dating like younger chicks, which is cool, but younger chicks always want to like show you stuff, which is weird. Like me and this girl were having sex in the bedroom, and then she left, and she came back with syrup. Which I was like, I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, it's so hot. Like you just put it all over, and then like you just like, and I'll lick it off your nipples, and then you lick it off my nipple, and then off my, and I'm like, what is this? Like, what do you like? What is that? And I'm like, you know, I have amazing thread count. Why would you do that? Like, it's messy. You know what I mean? Like, my dad's upstairs. Like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my mom drove us here. It's annoying. You know what I mean? Like, don't bring syrup to the bedroom. I love you. And so, like, I don't know. I'll leave you on this because this has been amazing. Did I get the part? No. All right. I watched a lot of crappy movies too, and I was watching The Happening with Mark Wahlberg the other day. Because that's what you do when you go home for Thanksgiving. You watch crappy movies, right? So I was watching The Happening with Mark Wahlberg. I'm like, this movie looks pretty good. And it was garbage. Because why is Mark Wahlberg in every movie he's in, why is he always out of breath? You know what I mean? And he repeats everything everyone says, right? Like, here's my impression of Mark Wahlberg in The Happening. Ready? Here we go. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Why'd you stop the train? Why'd you stop the train? We lost contact. You lost contact? Who'd you lose contact with? Everyone. You lost contact with everyone? You're like, what's up, Mark? That's the whole movie? Like, what the hell, dude? That's the whole movie, right? Is Mark like that in his everyday life? You know what I mean? Does he talk like that every day? You know what I mean? Like, what if his gardeners come to us like, Mr. Wahlberg, just want to let you know that we cut the hedges and we trimmed the fucking grass and stuff. So, like, and he's like, okay, cool. So, like, he comes over and he's like, you trimmed the fucking hedges? You trimmed the hedges? And he's like, okay, he's doing it again with the eyebrows and everything. So. And I think the movie sucks so bad, right? I think the movie sucks so bad. Like, what if, like, here's my impression of Kermit the Frog doing his impression of Mark Wahlberg in The Happening, right? Here we go. Why'd you stop the train? It's so dumb, and I snorted on that, and that's my time. DJ, hit it. Thanks for
How about that? I'm Brady Matthews and a little bit of Mark Wahlberg. How often do you get that? In 5 minutes on one stage. Anytime a comedian does impressions. Ladies and gentlemen, our final comedian of the night hosts a show every Saturday at the West Side Comedy Theater, and he just won the Uncle Clyde's Comedy Contest at Flappers. Please welcome here to Acme, Ryan O'Flanagan.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for staying this late. I'm the last one. Then we can all go home. You guys are excited to leave? Yo, you seem nice. I've heard you're. I've asked the other comics, however, and they're like they're nice. They want to laugh. We're just not that good. That's them talking. That's them talking. I've been going clubbing a lot, guys. Big into the club scene. Yeah, you know. You probably guessed by this awesome T-shirt that I got for $6. I like to club. I go to this one club by my apartment. I go so often that I've actually earned the nickname the Boogeyman. It was like cute. It's like a cute nickname, because I'll go and I'll dance for like hours and hours, and I'll go out into the parking lot in the shadows and I murder people, kill people with an axe. Cute nickname. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. It's late. I meet these people. You guys ever meet people that like they'll try to sound smart or like sound cool at parties or whatever, but they'll use like foreign words to try to sound smart, you know. They just kind of make an ass of themselves. They can't even pronounce it correctly, you know. It's kind of a social fox pass when people do something like that. It is a pretty big it's a bigger fox pass than taking a girl to a nice dinner and then eating the entry before you eat the horse de vorvis. What do you do? You're stupid people, huh? Right? Fox pass. Stick with me, guys. I need you. It's so late. It is so late. I saw this couple, this guy and a girl. It's on Sunset Boulevard, and it's a guy and a girl, and they were kissing each other. And they were, you know, in love. And they were both really fat people, you know. And they were just kissing. And I was just there. I was like seeing it. I was like, oh, that's fine. They're in love. That's cute, you know. Then there was these two guys walking by. Looked like they were like coming from the gym maybe or something like that. They were all, you know, just big guys. And one of them tries to make a joke. He goes, hey, if I want to see two whales making out, I'll go to the beach. Ha ha. And they just walk away. Like, yeah, I got him. Which was, you know, like so mean, so uncalled for, obviously. But more importantly, what beach does that guy go to where he's seen whales making out? Like not mating, like just making out. Just rebellious teenage whales. Just coming home with like hickeys and stuff. Like, young lady, what is that 13-foot red circle on your neck? Is that a hickey? Is that a whale hickey? Mom? I don't even have a neck, I don't think. Never really thought about it. I don't know. You better not be hanging out with that Andrew. You know what they say about humpbacks, young lady. Mom, what if I call him right now? I'm going to call him right now. I hate you, Mom. I like that the guy said, he was like, if I want to see two whales making out. What do you mean if? Who would want to see two whales? If I have to, I don't know. Deal or no deals tonight also. I don't know. I don't think, even if I was like a whale, I don't think I could like make out with another whale. Because whales are just not attractive animals. Like, you know how some animals are kind of like are for animals. They're kind of, you know, they're kind of hot, you know. For like, you know how deer are kind of hot? You got skinny little legs, and they get a good posture. Oh, that's big. Posture is big for me. And they're not hot in a way that you want to like have sex with a deer. Don't be weird. Just hot in a way that like if you got too drunk one night, maybe found yourself having sex with a deer, then just finish. You know, that kind of hot. Don't be rude. But don't initiate. Don't be a creep. But don't be rude. That kind of whales are not hot. I mean, killer whales are kind of hot. They're probably the hot. If I had to like choose a whale to make out with, they're probably the hottest whale. They're black and white, kind of like a biracial thing, you know. And they're smooth. But am I saying that because killer whales are actually attractive animals, or because I'm just into the whole bad boy thing, you know? Because they'll kill you in front of children. They've done it before. They'll do it again in front of a lot of people. There's been there's been like 3 or 4 times when I've done that joke bit, the whales bit, and there'll be someone in the crowd. I knew it wouldn't happen tonight, obviously, but there'll be someone who like feel the need, like a guy usually, who feel the need to yell out an animal when I say the part where like, you know, some animals are kind of hot. There's been like 3 or 4 times when a guy will just be like, yeah, giraffes. Just like yell it out, looking really, yeah, right. His friends are like, no, John, what do you know? Which is like, I appreciate that like he's having fun, like trying to be part of the joke and, you know, enjoying himself. But it's also, I feel like that's just like suppressed feelings he's had like his whole life. Just fine, like giraffes, right? Giraffes are beautiful, right? Right, guy? Oh, you're kidding? Yeah, no, me too. Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that outburst. I saw this. There's a commercial. I didn't see it. I heard it. A commercial on the radio for. You probably heard it too. It's for the Ford Edge, and they're trying to get like customers to do testimonials, have like customers speak instead of a celebrity or whatever. So the commercial starts like this. It goes, Michael Aroni just traded up to the new Ford Edge. Let me play the guy's voice. Yeah, it's got the new Ford Edge. Love it. It's real sleek. It's got great gas mileage. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, that's great and all. But you just kind of brushed over the fact there that that guy's name was Mike Aroni. You guys, Mike Aroni. Someone help that guy. That poor man. Do you realize how close that is to macaroni? That's very close to of all the names I've ever heard. That's by far the closest to macaroni. I think when your last name is Aroni, though, it's like no matter what your first name is, that just sounds like a silly nickname when you try to introduce yourself. It's like an unfortunate, hi, I'm Mike Aroni. Nice to meet you. Have you met my son, Steve Aroni? And his brother, Dan Aroni. And the youngest, that's little Tony Aroni. We're the Aronis. We're very silly. Hello. This is my wife, Beef. It's not a name. It's like if your last name was Inator. Hi, I'm Steve Inator. Nice to meet you. Steve Inator, nice to meet you. I'm Bobosaurus. Pleasure. Sweet Ford Edge, bro. Real sleek. Good gas mileage. All right, I'm Ryan O'Flanagan. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Give it up once again for Mike Aroni. No, Ryan O'Flanagan. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another comedy nightcap. Join us over at the bar for drinks with some very attractive killer whales. Play us out, Elemental P. Here we go. Yeah.
Do it, Josh.
Finally! You guys can leave if you want to. This is mostly for me. It's the greatest Billy Joel song ever. Fuck yeah! Might be a joke, maybe I'm not. Right at this moment, I'm totally cool. Clear as a picture, sharp as a knife. I get this feeling the time of my life. Sometimes I feel like I'm moving too fast. I just can't